I think within media circles there's quite a general shunning of Irish acts. For example, we've no real television shows at the moment for new Irish acts. So in terms of development, we can't go out and make videos because we have nowhere to show the videos. Radio is pretty bad on supporting Irish artists. In fact, it's abysmal.
I haven't got a clue where bands are supposed to start or not start. It should be that radio is the best place. It should be that that is the biggest stepping stone. And I think it has lost a lot of its power. Not because I was doing it once and I'm not doing it anymore, but because of the nature of the business. In the old days or whatever, every year for 20 years he brought in 40 or 50 bands and gave them a session, which was a serious rung up the ladder. First of all, they do about 4 songs. Secondly, and it'd all be free and they get paid for doing it. And secondly, those 4 songs would be played on national radio on the programme that I did twice in the 1 month. And it was a serious startup. Like the first one we ever did, weirdly, was with U2, who were like hadn't got a single out at the time. But the point is, like, it was just a great facility, so it was a really good thing to do. Now they still do that. And there's going to be a bunch of sessions done this year, but now it's kind of 6 months in the year, not 12 months in the year.
The one thing a lot of bands don't have when they start out is somewhere to go for advice. Now luckily there's places like the FMC, which is a place in Dublin. They can kind of help you out a little bit about, you know, helping you out with gigs and stuff.
We are funded by the Arts Council as a resource and services organisation. This year we received €170,000.
For sure, there's more support for classical and opera than there is for indie and rock.
After all, those who go to the National Concert Hall of a week are likely to vote, whereas those who go to Whelan's of the Village are unlikely to vote. I mean, they're normally seen as apathetical and non-political.
Opera is perceived as more legitimate than underground guitar music or any type of guitar music. It's funny like how someone like John O'Donoghue, who probably grew up in the 50s and the 60s, would be completely so unaffected by the kind of cultural change that went on in those decades, that he would kind of perpetuate that politician, you know, not giving money to needed areas of the arts, you know what I mean?
John O'Donoghue is a politician. All politicians will tell you exactly what you want to hear. I'd be very interested to hear his reasons to camera why he didn't actually continue supporting the music board.
Who was on the music board?
Representatives, I don't know, no idea.
And why do you think it stopped after 3 years?
Pardon? No, stop again. Ask me that. Look, I want to do the interview talk. You're asking me questions that are involving too much statistics, alright? Sorry about that.
Why won't you give us an interview?
Because you're asking me questions that I couldn't possibly answer. Who's on the music board?
No, we'll be happy enough.
That's okay, get on.
The reason why they didn't do anything is an interesting one. I mean, you hear all kinds of rumours as to where it is, but what it comes down to is prioritisation. And the Irish music industry, be it the rock, pop, indie, doesn't have a priority at cabinet table, doesn't have a priority at even departmental level.
The infrastructure's there, just all it needs is a little bit of support. It doesn't need another organisation that we all have to push up at the table for. It just actually needs money to come in under the organisations that are already there, and it needs investment.
A recent study found that there's 2 things in life people always think they should get for free, and one is the water coming out of their taps, and the second is music.
The government needs to change full stop, never mind the industry.